last class we have discussed to the softwares in the library automation packages. So what type of that packages is there? So in the first of that, before of that automation of that library, in the first it will be started. The package is the CDS is the one of that software. So that is the developed by the UNESCO. So what is the stands for the CDS is the called as computerized documentation services integrated set of information systems. That means in the computerized documentation means in our action register is there. We have the uploaded all the action register. What are the databases is there? What is the data? What is the databases is there in our library? So basically in the textbooks of that information, journals of that information. So documentations information, thesis and dissertation. So such type of that all the information, what are the data it will be accessible of the students. That data we are uploading in the electronic format of that software. The electronic format of the data, it will be conversion to uploading into the software. That is called as a the name of that software is the called as a CDSISS. So it will be developed by the UNESCO in the 1985. So in the world wise, in India also Delhi or Delnet and all the esteemed institutions. The previously the INSDOC and DISDOC, Indian Science Documentation Center, and also defense documentation centers, all the documentation centers, they are the following this type of that software. This is the first package of the software of the library automation of the software. This software it will be reflected the entirely what are the data is there in the action register, the textbooks of that information, each and everything information it will be reflected. This is one of the software of that package. So mainly what is the silent features of that CDSISS package? So the computerized documentation services integrated set of information services system. That means all the information of the library, it will be completed, it will be converted to the computerized format and uploading in the easiest of the access of way, the gateway of this thing. So here the handling of the varieties of the length of the records and the fields. And before of that, there is no opaque, there is previously so we are the following only the cataloging system. What is the cataloging system? Author catalog, title catalog, publisher. That is the subject catalog. These catalogs three only they are the following. So after that, this the software is the came immediately the length of the records of that information. For example, the textbook information is there. A textbook of a textbook of fundamentals of the physics by author name, publisher, year each and everything just like as a cataloging card of the recording of the data, it will be reflected in the fields of the record. That is the first one. And the second one is called as a databases definition and the composition of the following the data. What type of that following data compositions is there in the entry components? What is that entry of the components? In the library, what is that entry of that components? So basically in the library books of that information. So those who are the new books who are the purchase already existing of that books is there, that it will be already updated in the software. In case in the procuring in the new books is there, you are the entering of that record. That is the one of that field and an information retrieval component using powerful search engine. So information retrieval means what is that information retrieval? So in the software, what is that information retrieval? It will be reflected only the books of that information or journals of that information. So what are the oxygen register or what are the journals of the data is there? That type of the data immediately it will be reflected. For example, we are searching in the commerce. So immediately where the searching the commerce, it will be reflected. Quick search of the advanced search engines, they are the mentioned in the first time. And also powerful and report generation of that facility. So that means today how many issues is going on, how many returns is the going on. That type of the reports also the software it will be easy and helpful to generating the reports. And also in it is the called as a in charge it is the mainly data in interchanging functionings. So just like as the 2709 of the standards, ISO International Standard Organization, 2705 2709 is the international standard. So what is the sequence of these things? This means that data interchanges means, for example, we are the uploading and enter the data. It will be converted to the in case in the futurely. So right now we are using the CDS ISIS software. In case we are uploading in the new software in the Koha. So in the Koha also it will be this. We are uploading the software in our databases is the supporting that of that integration of that software also. It will be conversion of the easiest of that way. So that is the interchanging. That means it will be. So for example, we are the uploaded the enter the data. The Excel sheet of the data, what are that entered, it will be receiving the under the database also. So integrity of the database is also one of the main criteria. And the integrated application of the programming. So is the called as a one of the standard structures formats. They are the followed. That is the called as ISO. ISO meaning the worldwide any one of the institutional organization. They are the following construction of the standard structure. What is the called as title, author, publisher, edition, illustration, collaboration, or translator, or hardbound or book bound or how many pages, size of the book. So this type of that all the standards of the ISBN number. So this numbers is there. This is the unique of that international of the standard. The book description it will be reflected. So there the only in the 10 copies is there, 10 documents is there. It will be not only directly to the open that is not a book because this the title is there, author is the required, publisher is the required, ISBN is allocated. Then only that type of that standard functionalities is there, then only where they acceptable of the bibliographical structure of that book only. That is the one thing. And also powerful hyper hypertext functionalities allowed to the digital allowed to the designing and interfaces. So this means in the hypertext of the functionals. So what are the searches where the going on? It will be immediately to retrieving the information. That type of that procedure it will be reflected here. The CDSIS is the very useful of that version. This is the sometimes in the examination of that competitive examination of that point of view also. CDSIS what is the stands for abbreviation of CDSIS. So that is the called as a computer documentation services integrated set of information systems. So this is the stands. Who is the developed by? So developed by the UNESCO in the which year? In the 1985 in the first time. So this is the how to some examination also. So in the CDS ISS is the which Windows platform it will be working on, which platform it will be supported. Window version only. Just like as a window version means our computer we are the open to the computer it will be open, what is the screen it will be showing on. So home page of that it will be going on. Home page what is that your what is the icons is there, entire the screen it will be reflected. Same scenario the windows, just like as a word file we have the open, the word file that is called as a window file, so it will be showing. Same thing here also, once your the software it will be working on Windows version of that platform, that is the version of that 1.5 was released in the 2004. So this is the first time of that Windows. So after the two changes in the before on that, there the started the time Windows in the 3.95 90, that is the Windows is already updated. That is the first is Windows 3 and Windows 95 97 or 98 ME and NT4 and Windows 2000 right now Windows today Windows is the 2010 is the going on. So the versions of 1.5 was the released in the 2004. This type of that version it will be supporting to the entirely the Windows of. So in for example in the CDSIS is the working which platform window version only. And also this is the one of the basic fundamentals of that information regarding of that software. It will be not showing the all the info that is the cataloging acquisition, that type of that information it will be not showing. So what type of that models is there here basically, what are that oxygen register is there, that soft copy of that oxygen register it will be reflected, issue and returns is the reflected, how many books they are the taken, how many books are written. So that type of that what are that library information is there, that type of that library information only they reflected. This is the only for the software of automation of that library. In the first level of that package of CDSIS, they are the uploaded in the first time. So this is the one of the software. And also Slim software, that is the called as a systems of library information management. So this is also some of the upgradations of that software. This software package is the algorithms. So basically the computer how it will be working on algorithms. Algorithms is the called as a mathematical application of that method algorithms only. It will be working in the data science. So big data, it will all are it will be working to the algorithms of that logics only. So basically the computer it will be working on the mathematical analysis. The SLIM is the integrity of the multi-user library information software. So the integrity of the multi-user information software means this software it will be integrated. That means in case we are in the futurely we are going to the upgrading any one of that advanced software also, this database is the supporting. That is the called as integrated. Integrated means this SLIM software it will be supported to our software, Koha software, and another in the futuristics of that what are the latest developments of that softwares is there. So that is also it will be helping to the main the software. That is the mainly. Slim is the cataloging slim of the certain models. So slim is the cataloging models what is called as a circulation. Cataloging models means author title subject wise it will be reflected. So in the cataloging system of that cataloging size of that mark format it will be reflected. That is one contemporary. And also circulation model, acquisition, circulation, serial, usage statistics, and funds monitoring. Yeah, and all are it will be reflected in this platform based SIM software. So here the circulation models means circulation. What is the stands for circulation? Yeah, whenever the library it will be started to the issues and returns is the going on. The type of that method it will be goes to the issue and returns it will be goes to the what is the tendency the library models. The circulation is the basic model. And acquisition, so acquisition means we are the procuring the books. What type of that procuring? We are the issuing the POs and raise the POs and procuring the procedure. And after the receiving of that books we are the uploading in the action register and uploading it into our software. And after that the book it will be goes to the shelving for the usage of the borrowing purpose. This entirely structure it will be goes to the only for the acquisition module only. And the serial control, serial control means for example in the journals is there the library is the procuring the journals. The journals is the what is the stance of the journal, periodicity is their journal. So whenever which is the daily it will be not publishing the journal just like as a newspaper. So journal periodicity is the fortnightly, monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, and annually. They are the publishing the different domain, different publishers and according to in his conveniences. They are the publishing the journals. The journals, for example, our library is the procuring the 218 journals. So the 218 journals is the regularly working or not? How many journals is came this month? Non-receiving of the journal, how many is there? So easily to identifying the method is the called as a control system. Control means system means in the cortex of that system is there. How many journals is there? So how many journals received in this month? How many journals is the not received in this month? This type of that cap pattern and controlling of that method, the control system is the helping to the method. And also usage statistics. So basically usage of the statistics is the the how many users is there. So in this month in our library how many visitors are came or they are regularly they are the work coming to the library, they are the browsing the books or otherwise they are the reading purpose, they are the newspaper reading purpose, what are maybe what are it will be there. But how many people are visited in our library? The statistics, the gate register is there, the gate register, e-gate register is there. Immediately it will be reflected. Then that is the one thing. And secondly, issue and returns. So in this month, how many students are returned the books? Those who are the taken the books after the returning, how many are issuing of these books in this month? How many the faculty or students they are the taken the books? This type of that all the statistical information it will be reflected to the slim software. And also fund monitoring. So fund monitoring means in the budget allocation the library will be getting that budget. So this academic year we are the procuring this type of the books, we have the spend the money in the books is the we have allocated the 20 lakhs of that money. So you have to spend the money in the 8 lakhs of that books, 2 lakhs is the binding, 8 lakhs is the journals purpose. 2 lakhs is the e-books. So this total it will be reflected in the 20 lakhs is the over. 20 lakhs is the sufficient. That type of that statistical of that budget, how much it will be spending, it will be reflected this software. The Slim software is also one of the good software. It will helping to the library professionals in the first time it will be reflected to the library automation system. And also next one is the Alice from soft link Australia for library movement. So this is one of the software name is the LS soft link. It will be developed by the Australia by the library of the management using this software. It will be working on the what is the platform it will be working. Microsoft Windows is the working. So Microsoft Windows of that working it will be supported. So this is also the software it will be working by languages. That means English, French, Spanish, Japan, Russian. So such type of the Japanese language also it will be supported. So English is the common phenomena. The UK English or American English, it will be supported directly. So this software is the mainly basically to all the functionings, whatever the functionings is there, the library modules, it will be reflected in the directly. This is the one of that module. And fifth one is Soul software. So that is the familiar software. That is the commercial software. This is also Soul software means software for university libraries. So this is also for just like as. So what is the stands for the softwares? Just like as the simple of that example, we are the using the mobile. I am using the Airtel. You are the using the Geo. Someone else they are the using the BSNL. Some of the people they are the using Union or Vodafone. So such type of the different networks of that applications they are the using, but the main concept of that application is what is that main role? They are the only in the voice of that call, only receiving of that calls. So on my side, I am the calling to the sum of the decks of that people. So they're the receiving the calls, yes or no. So that is the main functionality is the internet based only. It will be functionable to working on that. So no doubt at all, it will be working on that. So networks is a quite differentiative, but functionings is the same phenomena. So that is the internet is the what is that stands for how it will be working just as the voice call or video call or chat. So the n number of the applications we are using. So same scenario here. The softwares also different types of that softwares is there, but basically all the fields is working very quickly and promptly for the providing the library facilities. Here also, the sole software is the developed by the Inflibnet. So, for the what is the stands for Inflibnet? Information Library Network. So, where is it located? Gandhinagar. It is the Gujarat state. So, Ahmedabad. So, Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar is the there only 32 kilometers. Just like as the twin cities. Just like as the twin cities in the previously, the Hyderabad and Secunderabad, both are the twin cities. Same scenario, the Gandhinagar and Ahmedabad, both are the 30 kilometers is the twin cities. This the Ahmedabad is the located Ahmedabad and located to the Gandhinagar. That is that is the head office of the Inflinet. It will be supported to the Minister of the Education. So they are the providing to the culture of the development of the activities to promoting the library facilities and the library development of that purpose in this scenario, it will be supporting the Influnet main functioning to developing the libraries. So in this concern, the people they are the working in this area purely the Influnet it will be supported to the library fundings. So the sole software it will be developed by the Influnet. So in the competitive examinations or group one or UGC net or any degree college, junior college, Granthalayas, science school or all the schools. So this is the common question to the all the people. They are asking the three questions. First one, soul software. What is the expansion of the soul software? Abbreviation for the software. Software for university libraries. So that means this software for the developing for the university libraries purpose. That means in the national wide in the libraries, all the government state universities or central universities are deemed to be universities is there. So before on that, there is no deemed to be universities. The government institutions, there are the using the services they are the providing through the this software only. That purpose they are the developed. Who is the developed this software? Inflibnet is the developed by the software. So Inflibnet, where is that located? Inflibnet is located in the Gujarat state in the Gandhinagar. This is the independent of the body. So what type of the software? What is the software is there? What is the version of the software package is there? Soul software is the 2.0 version is the going on. In the last year, they are the upgrading in the software 3.0 updated. So first of all, in the 1.0 is there. After the some tremendous changes, it will be goes to the 2.0 is the standard structure of that format. It will be going on. So in case in the competitive examinations also they are asking. So sole software, which version it will be supported to you, supporting to the society, university libraries. 3.0 is the supporting to the libraries. 3.0 version is the going on in the current trend. So what is that modules is there? That is the important of this. So the here this software it will be working on the MySQL server. It will be working on MySQL. This is a or different program applications is there. So one Java is there, Linux is there, and Red Hat Linux is there, or Windows is there. But this sole software it will be working on the SQL software based model only. It will be supported. So that is the research database management system. RDBMS is the called as a research database management system. That means in the what are that research data is there, that research database it will be there in the server. Whenever the people will be asking, immediately it will be provided to the information. That is the main thing. This what are that models is there in the software. So number one is the acquisition. So this is the all are common. This is the standard structures of that format of that standards. So what is the first one? Acquisition. So acquisition, what is that meaning of that acquisition? Whenever any one of that library, the academic library or public library or special library, whatever it may be, they are the procuring the books. So what is that method they are the following? First, so directly they are going to the market and paid the money, they are the getting that books. That is not a way. So once the first of all, what are the books is the required, the requirement of that indents or request, it will be comes to the concerning the faculty members and students only. That is the first one. Once it will be comes to the requirement of this thing, immediately the librarian taken that initiative. This semester it will be started. This much of that books is the required our student purpose. So raise the indent immediately. So for example, this is the current semester. The current semester, this type of the books is the students asking. So semester wise, how many subjects is there? Six subjects. So in our institutional, how many courses is there? How many programs they are the offered? So all the books it will be collecting the data and asking to the faculty and consolidated the data. So this totally how many titles and we are the collecting it will be required. Immediately we are the consolidated one of the Excel sheet or database and sending to the publishers. So the one write the one of the letter. So that is the who is the reverse vendors is there. Write up that mail. This is to inform you that in our library is the inviting for the quotations in this following current semester and even semester requirement of the books. Please kindly to give me your valuable quotations. Then only we are the finalizing final authority. So immediately we are the sending that mails to the all the publishers. When after the receiving the mail of the publisher, they are the given the quotation, the title and author and publisher name. This book cost is the this much of that book. This is the worth of this much of that. After that discount, each of that person is the discount is will gives to the compulsory, whether the 25, 15 or 10, according to the depends upon of the publisher's wise only, the percentage it will be reflected. So the discount it will be reflected the final cost of this month. So after that where the consolidated that enter the quotation and put that request letter to the higher authority, whether the director or principal, sir, this current semester this books is required for our UG or PG programs for students purpose. We have this much of the stock. This books is not available. This is the required for our curriculum. So hence I request you this much of the total titles, total volumes is the 400 titles is there, 885 or 2300 books is the required. The books estimation cost according to the estimation supplied by the publishers. That is the 10 lakhs of that 80,000 is the cost of that estimation approximately. Within our permission, I will raise that purchasing order. Please kindly give me that permission. This letter it will be processed to write to the concerning in our principal or higher authority. After that, the principal or higher authority, they are the sanction the letter, they are the given the permission, go ahead or sanction to the account section. They are the write in the letter. Immediately we are the raising that PO purchasing order. So terms and conditions we have applied. This as per your quotation of that point of view, please according to this in your quotation of the data, please supply these books within the period of that bond period of the time period of the 30 days. So whenever we will receive the concerning after the 30 days, we will pay that enter that amount to you. Please kindly to supply. We are issuing the PO. So after the PO, the people publisher they are the supplying the books in our library. So once we have the received the books, so what are the books we are receiving? So each of the receiving of the book we have the identifying. So once we have the receiving the books, according to our PO basis, was the supplied or not, you will cross check it. So after the cross check it is the over, then only it will be sending correct confirmation. After that, what are the doing yourself? You can write on that reaction register according to the in our invoice of that bill wise only. So for example, 30 books is there in the first attempt you are the writing the 30 books in the action register. That is not a good and correct. So according to your bill, what are the bill is there on the bill basis, you can continuously write down on the action register. So after that, you can uploading in our software. So after that, you can allocate each of that book is a class number, that is the called as the subject number, author name, and also action number, DDC number, David Decimal Classification. According to what type of that classification of that method in our library we are the following. So it will be completed. So you can enter the list of the books in the software you have the uploading in the sole software. So the process is the completed. So after that you can sanction the bill to the submission to the concerning the accounts department. This entirely structure, there is no manual system of that method. So each and everything, the transaction, it will be goes to the through the software only. So the mail sending, mail conversation, inviting the quotations from the publishers, and requested to give requesting invitations goes to the through software through our faculty members. So everything, every correspondence, it will be going to the software, that is the called as a acquisition. This total structure of that process is the going on, that is the called as a acquisition. One thing. And a cataloging. So cataloging means once we have the procuring the books, so we have the entered in the action register, allocating to the what is the allocation of the DDC classification number, physics, chemistry, maths, each of the subject we have the allocated, and each of the book number, and sending to the classification is wise each of the track. That is the called as a cataloging of that method. The cataloging of that method in the open, once you have the correctly we have the opened the cataloging, so immediately the cataloging it will be reflected directly in the structure of that format, author, title, publisher, it will be by default it will be goes, that is the mark structure of that format we have the uploaded, we are the updating, so each and everything it will be reflected to directly. That is the structure of that cataloging. Circulation, you know the circulation. So circulation, what is the stands for? So entirely in our library, in-house of that operations, issue and returns is the issuing of the students or faculty or research scholar. Whenever the member of that library, there are the coming to get it that books from the library. So we are not issued to the, all the people, only for those who are the members, those who are the ID card or the smart ID card and the barcode number is there. Then only the people will be asking. Then only once we have the swipe the ID card in his database is came, so after that, it will be issued to in his ID basis with the issue transactions. What is the in our library policy is there? So 4 books or 10 books, whatever it may be, you can issue. So issuing is the borrowing period is the stipulated is the 14 days only. So after the 14 days, the people will be collecting the return the book. Okay, within the 14 days, they did not give into the collecting as per your library policy. So how much of that fines you are the collecting? You can mention on that basis you can collect, by otherwise you are not collecting directly, the system it will be generating this much of the days it will be delayed, so this much of that fine is reflected. So once whenever the people will be written the book, this much of that fines, late fines, it will be reflected. That is the library main motto to not a collecting of that fine. This is the caution and authentication to informing to the student purpose only. That is the pattern of that circulation. So that is the issue and returns of that. Returns also, whenever the people will be written, this cycle, returns and issue of the cycle 24 by 7, the library is the going on continuously to working on that. That is the process of the circulation. OPAC. So what is the start notes also? They are asking the question. OPAC. In the library census, OPAC is the standard structure of that format. So online public access cataloging, what that means. So for example, in the previous days, I have explained in the previous classes also. Traditional libraries is there. The traditional libraries, what type of that methods they are the followed? Author catalog, title catalog, subject catalog, catalog boxes is there. It will be reflected in the physically the people will be the cataloger. That means in the previously librarian or deputy librarian, assistant librarian, library assistant, book bearer, attendant. This type of that structures is there. That is the library professionals designations. Previously, the catalogers also is there. The designation. Catalogers means the people will be only put to preparing the cataloging only. They are the expertise in the cataloging. What is the subject? They are the seeing solid state physics. So which is the solid state physics is the 530. So solid state physics is the 530.31. It will be reflected. That type of that cataloging they are the preparing. So here in the automation is the came at that time, no need to physical of the description to search the cataloging cabinet boxes, no need to go. In the software, you can see author catalog, author wise, title wise, subject wise, all the books wise also it will be reflected. So for example, we know the author name, directly will go to search in the author, or in the title wise, to go to title or subject, or otherwise in three levels you doesn't know, all you can select and you can search it, it will be reflected directly. This OPAC is the standard structure of that format in the mark machine access readable cataloging 24 standard size internationally. For example, if you need the Stanford University library, what type of that methods they are the following, that type of that method it will be, what is the books is there, you can if you need see. So the OPAC is the open domain, you can go to see the what are the books they are there in the library, it will be showing. That is the standard structure. That means entirely in our library physical dimensions of the books what are there, they did not to go to see the directly to the on the racks physically, it will be reflected in the online transaction in the top to bottom, agricultural to zoology, alphabetical order A to Z. Entirely what are the documents is there in our library, all the documents it will be reflected in the directly in the patterns of that work pack. So this is the fourth module, and fifth one is the serial control. I have already told you the serial control. What is the functioning? Stock verification function and books controlling of the purpose, and also journals controlling of the system. The serial control is the reflected to identifying easiest of that way, which is the book is like a came, which is the journal is not came, easily to identification. That is the pattern. And also in the finally the system module, how many modules is there in the OPEC software? That is the called as a sole software. Six modules is there. So the last one is the administration. Administrator is the librarian in the administrator. So administrator, what are the doing the main module? So how many books are there in our library? How many journals is there? So which subject is there? So how many students they are the taken? How many books are there the not taken? No, how many people they did not open to see? So the total development of that library, how many transactions is the going on? So user transactions of that credential in the library staff are opening promptly or not, they are the given to the correctly to guidelines to circulations, the books are written, so it will be going working correctly or not. So each and everything in the month of that, in this month how many books is going on, in this quarter, in this semester, how many faculties they are the taken, how many students are there the taken and written the books, each and everything the reports it will be generating in the top two level. Enter that all the library administration it will be reflected to the controlling system through the librarian only. This six module is the major functionings to reflecting major components of that area. Okay, this is the main structures of the software. So the softwares it will be catalog. So this all are is there. I have already explained to you. So it is the cataloging process, cataloging search user. So everything it will be reflected in this area. So administration level, all the areas it will be reflected in the uh, chief librarian. They knows. So this is the one of the software. This is the sole software is the over, and also sole software it will be reflected to the standard structure is the ACR2 rule. So Anglo-American cataloging route or cataloging card is the structure is there na. It will be reflected on this basis of AACR2, that is the and also today in the 3.0 version it will be supported to the mark standard format structure of the library. And next one software is the Sanjay software. Sanjay is the one of the good software. So this is the developed by the Desktop. So DCDOC, that is the Defense Documentation Center, they are the developing this the software Sanjay. This is also one of the software. So what are basically what is the main modules here? Acquisition, technical processing, and circulation issue returns and reports. So all the common fields also same thing. It will be reflected here. This is the one of the software. And next one is the mm, wow, that is called a basis plus or technology plus. So this is also one of the software mainly to basis. Basically it will be working of the USA. It will be supporting to the directly to deliberating the entirely in the cataloging and the classifications only. And next one is the Lipsys. So Lipsys is the one of the commercial software. So this is the software is also helping to the people. So basically, this is the Lipsys software is the commercial AMC. They are the collecting. So this is the main model. Main motto is only for the Lipsys Corporation. They are the developing the software. So is the called as an infotech consultant in the private limited New Delhi. They are the developed the software. So this is the software. It will be standards of the Z.3950 is the supported. Z.3950 is the unique standard structure of the formats of the formats, that is the mark format, Dublin core metadata. So metadata structure and mark format of the structure, it will be supported. So this is the one of the Lipsys is also one of the library software. So modules is the common phenomenon, all the modules. So here this is the some little bit of the changes is there. So there the software, the library will be supporting web-based OPAC. Web-based means internet-based library online public access catalog. Internet means, for example, if you need the IIT Hyderabad library is the required. So that is the called as a web-based. That web-based means anyone people through the internet is there. They are the searching how many books is there in this library. They are the monitoring and searching. That type of that patterns they are the reflected here. So that is the web, and also highly that is the customization to set up the user needs. Highly customized setup that user needs means in the online reservations if required. For example, on book is their library, that is the costly book, it will be not there. So in case we write the one of the request of that mail to the library, sir, I need this book is not available. In case it will be comes to our library. So whenever it will becomes, you can sign directly to informing to me. I will read this book. I want this book is the very, very important. That type of that information, that type of the user needs, it will be supporting this software. And also most widely used software in India, most used means in the n number of the institutions ellipsis software they are using, because in the previously the soul and all these things they did not do supporting. So ellipsis is the commercialized software in the software company. They are the given the different domain of that models. So easiest of that way in the first level of that people, all the corporate of that people, they are the procuring and using this type of the software. This type of the software is working on DOS, Windows, and Unix of the Unix software in supporting program. That means the DOS commands and Windows and Unix, these three is all our operating systems are integrating the software it will be supporting. So in case in the example, the Lipsys is the which software of that application it will be support Windows of the Unix or DOS commands it will be supporting. And also client server based multi-user and standalone version. So that means in the customer a client server based means the multi-user at a time at a attraction. That means in your library running the 6,000 students is there. At a time, like people can be accessible of that library. The client server is basically they are the providing good supporting the database. Whenever the people will be asking, the multi-user means they did not hang up that software, so immediately the database it will be reflected to providing whenever the people will be asking, it will be supported to the library. So that type of that there is no problems and occurs it will be arising. So that is smoothness is the going on. And then also Libera. So Libera is also one of this is already is over Lipsys. and Libera is also one of the software of the library software. This is developed by the Model Soft Limited, Hyderabad. Hyderabad people library is a software developed by the uh, that is called as a Model Soft Limited, Hyderabad people. They are the developed the same thing here in the classification and the staff of the library supporting India. All the models is the common. There is no differentiative. So this is also same models, same features also is there. And also Anant, Anant Grandalaya. So Anant Grandalaya is also one of the software. It will be working on the HTML, DHTML, ASP software model of the supported. It will be supporting on that. It will be working on that all the activities in the five models of that. Major in the five models, what is that? Administrative, circulation, OPAC, libraries and report generation. So all are it will be integrated. It will be supported to the this software of Anand software. It will be supported and e-library. Next one is the e-library. So this is also one of the software name. The package. This is also Pilab, it will be developed by the Pilobs Infotech of the Limited Visakhapatnam in the AP. They are the developer to this software. This is also same. It will be working on Windows. It will be supported by the 95, 98 Windows applications of the software. It will be supported and Libman. So Libman is the one of the library software. The library software it will be working on that client-based server in the 90 client-based server Windows 95. So it will be multilingual languages. So it will be supported Telugu, Marathi, Hindi. So all the different type of that language, they are given the different languages. So it will be supported to the Libman. It will be supported to the all the languages. So whenever what type of the you are the Marathian language is the required in the Marathi in the mother tongue, it will be reflected to supporting to the on that area. And majorly in the Libman, basically what is the main mottos? Same scenario here. There is no differentiator. So best training to the user library standing of ABC computers. So you know what are the client of the computers is there. Main client is there and main server is there and the clients is there. In the clients of that people is there. Each of that people how it will be working. What is the functionings are there. That they are the trained the library software how it will be using. They are the providing the awareness and training of the programs. That is the mainly and the fully documented and user manual system. Libman fully means entirely the what are the documents they are the uploaded. It will be showing immediately the total document. It will be reflected 100% of the accuracy and operating system. 100% of the accuracy means so it will be for full-fledged perfectly. The software will be working. So Windows environment. So the software it will be working on that window that is called as the it will be supported to the Windows 95. So Windows of that environment it will be supported. So this is the remaining all are common. It will take to the much more of the time. So I did not to explore more. It will be waste of this thing. So just this is the silent features of that main libman. This is one of the software. And also next one is the new gen lib software. So new generation of that library. So this is also one of the right now is the open source software. This is the developed by the Case One Institute of Information Knowledge Management. That is the KIMS. They are the developed the Hyderabad people. They are the developed the software. Nijanlib is the developed by the Hyderabad people. So this is the one of the open source of the software, and also they are the given to the clients of the supporting also in the Hyderabad. A number of the engineering college, the academic college, they are the using the New Genlib software. So basically, in all the models is the common phenomena. There is this New Genlib is the working in the World Wide Web. That internet based also it will be supported to the this software. And also what is the main features is the single user and a small library versions. So in case in our library is the smallest of the library, around 100 200 users is there. So it will be supported easiest simplest of that way. Multi-user single library a LAN intranet version. So that means in our library is there 100 acres of that library, 100 acres of that campus is there in our library. All the departments is there integrated. Not only for the integrated, the library is located one place. The rest of the department different place is there. But the software is there. The LAN connectivity is there. The LAN connectivity connection is there. the intranet based all the people. So intranet based mean within the local area network, within the jurisdiction only it will be open. For example, in the Usman University is there, the library it will be using to the software. So in the, all the departments is there, management, commerce or engineering, all the departments is there. All the departments they can be accessible of the this software. No need to come to the library. So all the what are the resources, what are the books is there, they are the browsable and easily to accessible of the information. This type of that this software it will be LAN version also supporting to the uh, s- LAN version also supporting to the libraries of the news and lib, and also a multi-user single library web version. Multi-user means n number of the people also they can accessible and supported to the library, and also the making of the services orientation. Services is the called as a monthly or yearly, a long time is the common phenomenon, all these things. So this major basic objectives, the major things is all the modules is the circulation, acquisition, cataloging, technical section, report generation, OPEC and administration, and each and everything it will be common to the all the softwares. In the news and lib also same thing here be reflected, same scenario. And the next one is the software name is called as a open source library software. So open source of the library software, this is the mainly news and lib is the open source of the software. The key they are the provided to open access all the people any one of the place. They are the, if you need the software is the required in your system, directly go there in the go to the play store of the Google, and you can install step by step. It will be uploaded the software in your computer. So this is the one of the softwares of the applications. So this is the softwares is the completed. So in the examination of that point of view, any of the people are competitive level, the people will be asking the any question of that without of that question of the library automation, there is no question paper. So automation is the common phenomena to working in this all the areas. So in the program is the software is the different domains of the software. Whenever the people will be asking the question, directly you can give the answer perfectly, because all the models is the common phenomena. There is no changes. అన్నిటికీ ఒకటే మాడ్యూల్స్ అనేది అన్ని ఒకే విధంగా ఉంటాయి. దెర్ ఈజ్ నో చేంజెస్. అంటే ప్రతిదీ కూడా మాడ్యూల్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, విభాగాలు. అక్విజిషన్ విభాగము, సర్క్యులేషన్ విభాగం అని కానీ ఇవన్నీ కూడా కామన్ గా ఉంటాయి. కాబట్టి కొన్ని సపోర్టెడ్స్ అడ్వాన్స్ గా సపోర్ట్ చేస్తాయి, కొన్ని చేయవు. ఓపెన్ డొమైన్ లో కొన్ని చేయవు. కమర్షియల్ డొమైన్ లో లిప్సిస్ ఉంది. సో లిప్సిస్ ఇస్ ద కమర్షియల్. ద పీపుల్ విల్ బి గెటింగ్ ద టేకింగ్ టు ద మచ్ మోర్ ఆఫ్ దట్ మనీ. So they are the giving the prompt services and prompt quality. It will be reflected. Even though in the Sanjay and also some little bit of that niche and lib, they did not reflected that much of that services. This is the advanced chart windows box is there. In case in the library, the libsys you have the chart window box. Any one of that client is there in the 24/7. You are the asking the question. Immediately they are the given to the technical people supported to the online client based only. Here in the open source of the domain, in case in the examination of that point of view, so open source and commercial, so open sources and commercial sources comparison also they are asking. You can thoroughly can write, and commercial it will be goes to the paid of that version, it will be goes to the better of that facilities. Here there is no such type of that facilities. This the system is there, but bus is there. So all the buses is there reaching to the MGBS to Vijayawada, same route, same way, but the luxuries of that facilities. So sleeper bus is there, AC bus is there, so audio visual system and sound system, so relaxation, so different. Both are the going the same way, but they are the remaining of the people luxury buses. They are the providing the luxuries, and remaining normal buses, normal windows. It will be going on. This is the quite differentiative. So this is the example on this. So this over is the chapter is the completed of that library softwares. So next we can continue to goes to the library application software acquisition and cataloging. Same scenario here. So content is the same thing, but it will be elaborately there that discussed here. What is that? Library application software and acquisition and cataloging. Library software. What is the library application software? You know, today we have the discussed. Basically, acquisition. So acquisition, I have already told to you. So what is the acquisition? workflow acquisition section. Workflow acquisition means whenever in the different purchasing orders is there, different models is there, different. For example, we are working acquisition. What is that? As the academic library, where they fall into the books only. In the acquisition, different domains of the people. Acquisition, what are the materials is there? They are providing the acquisition. For example, in Amazon is there. There's the acquisition different clients, different applications. So uh, application program is the same thing, but here the users of that community is the differentiative. That is the manual of the system. So manual system of the system means depends upon the library revolving the requesting of the purchases. So manual system, the manual software means manual system means what is the procedure whenever we will required of that book. So you can put the letter asking to the principal and take the permission and process. So this is all the process of that manual system. I have already explained what is the acquisition, how it will be procuring the book policy. Same here in the manual of the system. This type of that method directly to go to us, search, put the letter and asking are they the given, how much of the discount is the given. That type of that conversations is the going on. That type of that manual method. Here in the application of the computerized system, there is no need to asking the type of that begging and all these things. Whenever you will go to put that mail to this type of the books, you can supply what is the cost, what is the estimation of that cost, what is the discount, and what is the net amount. This type of the process is going on in the computerized system. So manual system, what is type of the method will be going on to asking and taking the permission and department wise and different domains. This process is the going on. So in the majorly in the functions of that models. So what is that acquisition functions? So basically here main one online data entry using formulation screens. So online data entry, the functions of the acquisition means I have already told to you. So acquisition means ఏంటి మనం పుస్తకం కొన్నాము. పుస్తకం కొన్నాక మనం ఏం చేస్తాము రిజిస్టర్లో ఎంటర్ చేస్తాము. సో ఆటోమేషన్ లోకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాము సిస్టమ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ లో ఆన్లైన్ లో మనం ఆ టైటిల్ ఆథర్ పబ్లిషర్ ఎడిషన్ ఇవన్నీ ఎంట్రీ చేస్తాము. సో ఎంట్రీ చేసినప్పుడు ఆ డేటా మనకు రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో దట్ మీన్స్ ఇన్ ద వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్టాండ్స్ ఫర్ ఏ the client based means online entry using the formulation of that method. So the systematic of that method. First, what is the software we are uploading? By the software, once we have the applied, put the data in the acquisition method. So first they are asking in the directory, they did not to take the all the data. First author, on the second author, or third author, or fourth author. So how many edition? So after the edition is the over title, first title is came after author is the came first second third authors our illiterates is there our translators is there our edition is there our paper bound or hard bound copy is there you can mention. So after that the publisher, so which year the publication or a first edition or a reprint of that edition, which year, so size of that book, so pages, dimensions, you have the mention. This type of that all the structures you have the man by online you have the entered. Once you have the saving in your database, it will be saving. So online, this is the majorly online data it will be creating. That is the first one. And getting the requirement recommendations from the users. So we have already told to you recommendations from the users means in our library, whether the students or faculty. I am the procuring the book in this even semester or art semester. I am going to on that. Please kindly to recommend of that books. Directly we are asking the books whatever that books is the recommended from in your department, the different departments. You can write. You are sending that mail to them, the people will be give to the answer to the users. Users means in our library edition, whether the students or faculty, that people only, they are the given that answers perfectly. So on that basis, we have only we are the collecting the inputs of the concerning the people and the pre-orders. So the pre-orders of the notification and the duplication. Pre-orders means so this type of the books is required. You can in this academic year we are the procuring. This is the directly to give the orders to the concerning the vendors and also um, send to the in-inquiry letters to the uh, question and answers of the vendors. So questions about that means, for example, we are the sending the one of the indent. For example, some books is the cost is the dollars and pounds. So how many days you have the taken? Some probably in the foreign books it will be takes to the 30 to 45 days. In case in the by the earliest, the all the academic books they are the procured directly in the shipping only. Shipping only it will be takes to 30 days. All the books it will be comes to the shipping. That means in the ships only by the ports only. In case in the airlines, so airlines it will becomes within the 1 week only it will becomes. But the chargeable is the very high. The book is the shipping charges is the 2,000 book is there. In the airship is it will be reflected to the 4,000. That is the double cost of that book. So such type of that vendors discussions is the going on in the software in the different domains of the types of the orders and the budget monitoring and warning. So for example we have allocated the budget of 10 lakhs in this academic year where the placing the order is that 10 lakhs 50,000. So the software it will be giving to the reflected in acquisition. So you are the giving to the bulk of that order, you are the excluding in your budget. So the such type of the indications will be going on provision and updating of the records and the recording of the books and the receiving against and making all the calculation of the orders and the follow. So this is all are interdisciplinary, all are inter personal of the operations. This is all the features it will be reflected to the directly in the acquisition model. That means, for example, just like as Amazon where the procuring, so he was not supplying the promptly, he was sending one of the where the asking the red color of the saree, they are the sending the blue color of the saree. So what is the going on immediately when they return the book, they return to the saree, and again the chosen what type of that order in the previously you are the quoted as order in the screenshot where the sending to the customer. Again the asking so which color is needed that the color is not there, and again what type this type of that conversations is the going on in the Amazon. Same scenario here also in the vendors in the online. What type of that issues is there occurs is there, so we are asking one of that foreign book. That fellow is sending another book. So what can I do? Again, we can send the report, send back, and again to asking. So such type of these things, and also um, maintenance of the variety of the for number of funds. So, but for example, in the college management, they are the for example in the government, yeah, but not only for the private institutions and normal institutions of the libraries. So basically, that is the what is the called as top of that institutions. They are the following. What is the tendency? So for DST project funds is there, so budget allocation, what is the going on? This two is the going on, which is the amount you are the spending. That type of the alerts are showing here. So this is also orders and titles of that file, vendor files, fund files. So this is the advance. That is the majorly it will be reflected in the budget of that area. Advantages. So what is that main advantage here is the mainly quarry, mainly quarries. So what type of the possibilities? So whenever they were going to the procuring of the books, reportings. So in this academic year, last month or last quarter, how many books were the supplied, how many books are non-supplied. So this type of the methods and the alternatives in case the people will be not sending. So what is that alternatives? The features looks like in the models. The different type of the models, what type of the models is the going on? Online orders of the vendors. In case the people will be not supplied. So what can I do to go to the online on vendors? What is that online vendors are Flipkart or Amazon and even the suppliers of that book, McGraw Hill, Thomson Reuters or subsidiary of the publisher is supplying. So you can see to the on the base of designing in the characteristics of computerized cataloging. So computerized cataloging it will be reflected mainly to providing the cataloging system, how many books is there in our library or not, it will be reflected. And workflow of the cataloging. Workflow of that cataloging means so what is that work is there? What is the cataloging workflow? It will be manual system or computerized system. It will be manual system means basically where the typing by hand only, and computerized means it will be computer it will be reflected. So this is all our features it will be reflected to the acquisition section. This type of the problems is the arising and reflecting to the easiest of that way. I can finally to concluding this one. So acquisition means in the procuring of that policy, each and everything in the transactions of budget and funding, each and everything that will be going on this process. So this is the major operations of that system in the library online mode of that automation of the library. This is a good essential of the services. Okay, right now this class is over. Myself, this are 1 hour only. So basically, so you have the under class is there. Hello, you have the another class, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, okay, I can leave it. Okay. Thank you. You have the digital library specialization is there in the 3:30 to the 4:30 to 5:30. I can engage in the another class, please. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ma. You can attend the any electives of elective people is there in the digital library 4:30 to
Sir,
5:30. I can
myself, yes, sir.
Sorry, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. I will join in 70 digital library, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank
Please
you, sir.
take.
That is, yeah, 4:30 to 5:30. The class is there, sir. I am
Yes, sir.
available.
Take, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.